Let's go to Richard in Manhattan. Hey, Dick.
Hi, Peter, Don. You know, the Yankee game yesterday, between the two teams, 21 strikeouts and no walks.
Right.
That's pretty amazing. That's why the game only went 2 hours, 15 minutes. All right. Well, I'm going to just talk about one thing now, and I'm very passionate. Fellas, I don't want to sound disrespectful. If I raise my voice, it's only because I'm a tremendous fan, and I'm sort of intellectual about this.
Okay.
Volpe made the greatest bonehead play I've ever seen. Man on second, 3-1, they're losing. Judges on deck. The ball is hit in front of him to the shortstop. Don, in the old days, you never ran to third. Never. 30, 40 years ago.
No, nobody out. And you never make the first out at third.
Never. Okay. Now, I can't believe what happened. In the papers, today's Post, Boone says this. I'm not blaming Volpe. This is all about Boone, and I wish I can talk to him tomorrow. Aaron says, I have no problem with Volpe trying to go to third. Here's my retort. Aaron, you never move runners ever, whether it's the ghost runner in the top of the 10th or any time in the game. You never, ever move a man from second to third, ever. Now all of a sudden you're okay with Volpe trying to get to third when the ball's hit in front of him with Judge up next, and you guys are down 3-1. That makes no sense. He's insulting our intelligence. Don, Peter, I'd rather have a manager or a coach walk out of the interview room and say, I'll adjust that with Volpe. I'll address that with Volpe by myself, instead of him giving me this baloney answer. Because to me, it's worse to be insulted than for him to walk out on an interview. He's insulting me.
Here's the deal, and thank you for the phone call. And it's not a bad point. I thought the exact same thing. I was watching the game with Marco, and I made a point to him. Never make the first or the last out at third. Now, technically...
That's baseball 101.
Now, technically, the ball wasn't in front of him based on where the shortstop was. But still, that's the point, is that you never make the first or the last out at third because there's really no value other than the sacrifice fly. It's a close game. I think it was 3-1 at the time. You just don't do that. You just don't. Now, why Boone? I guess we could address it with him tomorrow. He's going to be on 3:10. Mendoza's going to be on at 4. I believe that's the way that Michael had outlined it to us for tomorrow's show. And I'll ask him. Now, he'll probably come up with some reasoning, like the ball technically wasn't in front of him, and maybe I like the aggressiveness from the kid, all that stuff. But my problem with it, Peter, is that old adage, and there's a reason why it's been around forever, never make the first or last out at third.
Yep.
So that I would be interested to hear what Boone would have to say. Is that no longer in play? I mean, everything's changing in baseball, right, Peter? Like nothing is the same as it was when we were growing up. But I still think that has the same value. Because other than the sacrifice fly, which would be in play, and I get that, is that Volpe's going to score on a base hit, whether he's at second or whether he's at third. So there's really no reason to be aggressive there. I know he was almost safe. It was close play. They challenged it for whatever reason. I don't know if they were trying to challenge that he was blocking third, which he wasn't, and he was clearly out. So I don't know why they wasted the challenge. But I want to know if that's now changed. Because if that's now changed, Peter, then I don't know. Then they're going to have to send me a new book. It's almost like my entire life as a baseball fan and player never existed. Is there another sport where everything that you did in the past is completely irrelevant to the present? All fundamentals are now out the window. Go, listen, 0-2 or 3-0, swing away, swing at anything you want. You know, down 0-2, remember it was you choked up, Peter? Just try to make contact. No, you want to try to hit a home run? Go hit a home run. Doesn't matter.
Statistically, Don, we've seen that it's best to close your eyes and just swing as hard as you can.
Because I get it, whatever adjustment, it's just that, now that I have a kid that's learning the game, I need to know how to teach. Now I don't know. Now I'm just going to tell Marco, to talk to your coaches because I think they changed everything. I thought I played baseball, but apparently it was another sport.